Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Again, we have our volunteer outreach coordinator from the Parkway Center, Sarah, here today, and she is going to be talking to us about volunteering.
Thank you, Sarah. I want to thank everyone who has tuned in to join our first virtual Senior Health and Fitness Day. I hope you're enjoying the content and agency material that we've been putting out for you so far. Today, I just wanted to talk about how volunteering is truly an amazing activity to include in your life. Volunteering not only benefits the individuals that you are serving, but it also has multiple benefits for the volunteer themselves. Volunteerism actually enhances personal health. Physical, emotional, psychological health are all positively affected by staying active. Actually, according to the National Institute on Aging, participating in meaningful activities like volunteering keep the body and mind active, which lowers the risk for health issues, as well as dementia and improve longevity. A recent study by the CDC found that volunteering in retirement can decrease your chances of heart disease. With that being said, many seniors in their retirement years turn to volunteering as a way to spend their free time, socialize with others, give back to their community, and stay healthy. With that being said, I want to let you all know for there to be change, you need to be a part of the change. And I believe that volunteering is a perfect way to make a positive change in our community. A lot of people actually don't know, but the Parkway Center is the sponsor for our Oneida County Retired and Senior Volunteer Program. The Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, also known as RSVP, invites adults age 55 and over to use their life experience, skills, or develop new ones to solve problems close to home. This program engages individuals in volunteer service to meet the critical needs within our community, as well as to provide a high-quality experience that enriches the lives of volunteers, as well as the individuals that they are helping. In fact, since 1974, Oneida County RSVP has matched problems to be solved with people willing to help solve them. Within the last year, RSVP of Oneida County has made great impacts. For instance, we have 188 volunteers that are currently serving at over 20 stations within Oneida County. Volunteers within the bill payer program have helped several at-risk seniors manage their monthly bill paying, as well as keep them in their homes longer. Also, RSVP volunteer drivers of the non-emergency medical transportation program give over 120 rides monthly to individuals that are age 60 and over. I also wanted to take some time to mention our RSVP stations that you will be able to volunteer at. We have our New to You thrift store, we have the Utica Library, the Rescue Mission of Utica, Center for Family Life and Recovery, their Compare program, Utica Zoo, the Hope House, ACR Health, Waterville Residential Care Center, CNY Veterans Outreach Center, Habitat for Humanity Restore, Oneida County Historical Center, the American Red Cross, Foothills Food Pantry and their thrift store, the Donald J. Mitchell VA Medical Outpatient Clinic in Rome, the YWCA of the Mohawk Valley. We have Mohawk Valley Health System, New Hartford Senior Center, Empowered Pathways, as well as the United Way of the Valley and the greater Utica area. All of these volunteer opportunities fall under RSVP, which give you multiple benefits about being a volunteer. On top of RSVP, we also have Parkway Volunteers that can volunteer at our Parkway Center or at our Second Chance Tool Store. And we also have a senior census volunteer team. This census 2020, the Parkway Center has teamed up and we are bringing to you a senior census volunteer team. This is a team of older adults that became the trusted voices of their generations to perform outreach on why it is so important to be a part of the 2020 census. Since they can't formally be out in the community doing outreach due to the pandemic, I figured I would do a little thing for them and talk about it. Basically, filling out the 2020 census is so important as it allocates federal funding to our area for things like public schools, housing, roads and public transportation, political representation, as well as healthcare. This one form determines funding for the next 10 years, so this is our chance to shape our community's future. for the next 10 years. A big thing about this census that makes everyone a little worried is because it's new. It's the first digital census, which means most people received a form in the mail that had a digital code on it where they would go online, type the code in, and then they could do their census online. Before that, there was always a paper form or they could do it by phone. So now you can complete your census by phone at 844-330-2020, or you could go online at 2020census.gov, or if you received a paper form, you may go ahead and fill that out and mail it in. Basically, filling out your census is a way that we can all come together and make sure we're taken care of for the next 10 years. If you guys ever want to talk with me about volunteering or the census, please feel free to contact me at the Parkway Center at 315-223-3973. And I would love to sit down and talk with you guys as soon as everything opens up again. But in the meantime, feel free to call me. So please stay happy and healthy. Thanks.
Thank you so much for all of that great information. So I have just a couple questions for you.
Sure.
So when you're volunteering at one of the many nonprofit organizations that you listed, are you actually volunteering for the Parkway Center or RSVP, or are you volunteering with that organization? Could you explain a little bit more about how that works?
Yeah, so RSVP is basically a program where the Parkway Center runs it, and we make out contracts with local non-for-profits within Oneida County, and then I can then outreach and recruit volunteers and help place them at any of the non-for-profits that we have stations. So you come to me, you talk to me, I interview you, and then I'll set you up with volunteering at a non-for-profit you're interested in, and then you're their volunteer, but you can still give paperwork for us for hours and then mileage reimbursement for RSVP volunteers.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I have one more question.
Okay.
Volunteering right now during the coronavirus is obviously really hard. Is there anything that people can do if they are interested in volunteering in a safe way?
Definitely. Actually, the Parkway Center has teamed up with Oneida County and the COVID Help Hotline. So basically, there are people that are in the vulnerable populations right now, and they actually cannot go out to grocery shop, whether they are disabled, they have a healthcare, concern, whatever the issue may be, no transportation. Sometimes they need someone to go grocery shopping for them. So basically, we have created a volunteer match program where I will match the volunteer up with a client, and they will go and volunteer to go grocery shopping for them. If you want to do a no contact volunteer opportunity, there are many individuals that are lonely and they're shut in. They have no family, so they would love to have a friendly caller, give them a call once a week. And I also set that up. So if you're interested in grocery shopping or being a friendly caller, you can just give me a call.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for joining us. And please stay tuned. We have one more guest, and that is Candy Curry from the Parkway Center. She is going to be joining us next to talk about veteran services.